How's it going? Got my stuff going, and I'm ready to rumble. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. I hope you're good. I am alright. I'm in quite a bit of pain currently. I did some ill-advised maneuvers for how I've been feeling. Love her. Fantastic. Chow. What's in the cape bag? Oh, it's not cape, it's string for the crane. Alright. Sorry, I'm just really excited about this whole process. Sorry I can't fit everything in. I guess I can not have this in for now. Just that, and then put that on top. And then this. Another. Poll ended. No responses. Alright, then I'll play what I want. Won't be here on the YouTube video. I'm going to play some Final Fantasy VI randomed. Painful, Dara, but we're healing every day. I feel a lot better than Saturday. I felt a lot better than Saturday on Sunday night. But I did do a bad, dumb thing and pushed up from a prone position, mostly with this arm. So right now I've got a lot of pain right through here. But I think the joints are mostly good. I just need to wait it out. I know I'm a big nerd because today in therapy I spent a lot of the time talking about how much I love Final Fantasy VI. Right. I normally pull this over to the other side to make sure that I'm mostly visible. It's interesting. This has a very sound-alike song in Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, it's better but similar. Sorry I had to bail on that meeting earlier than I wanted. I am doing better. I am a little upset. This is the silliest thing. I went to start moving my stuff over to YouTube from Twitch, And for some reason, during the dark room exploration, my VOD was muted for blueprints. And I don't want any spoilers for the game because I still haven't played more than my first 2 hours. But it was a little disappointing and might make me drop playing it on stream. I mean, I also might drop playing it on stream because I am having a really hard time finding the fun. I know all you love it, but I'm sitting here going, I don't see it. Ba-da-da-da-da. These steps are really quick, actually. Okay. Okay. Ah! I don't know why. You know what? We'll figure it out. It's fine. Okay, so next up we got this. I'm gonna stick a blue piece at the end. I know I should be excited about there being a Sabin card in Final Fantasy Magic. But all I can think is, this is not how I wanted him. I could really use a second one. It would also make me laugh if they made a Seifer card for 8 and it was literally the same stuff as Squall but reversed. I would chuckle. Truly. Shoot. Drop a brick. 1 second. There it is. These black ones sometimes disappear into the carpet. Whoosh. Truly, I would laugh at that as a solution to Seifer. That's what Alika told me, though. I still felt bad about needing to run. And no amount of cajoling will make me not feel bad. Nice. 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 Oh. Neat. Okay, so now we do beep boop beep. Flop? Interesting. And then 2 yellows on this side. I'm trying not to sing along to these songs, and I find it really hard not to sing along with Final Fantasy VI. Like, truly, honestly. Everyone can have their own opinions. 6 was one of my favorite games of all time. And 8 really hit me at a time when I needed to learn the lessons it was trying to teach. Namely, fighting isn't good on its own. What are you fighting for? Why do you want to fight? And hey, game itself, okay. It's fine. I like it. It's not like groundbreaking. And that's fine. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. This is going to be a real hard one not to sing along with. I think my favorite card design-wise from the Final Fantasy VI deck is Cyan's card. Or Cayenne's card. right now, one of the struggles I'm having is trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to go to our family cabin day. For Memorial weekend. Because, like, I can do just fine for a little bit with people. I'm also not very not knowledgeable. Okay. That feels okay. Fair. I think I'm basically leaving it untouched except for the land base. I might mess around a bit. I definitely need to get a clever concealment, or as that one, I'm not even sure what it was post, but called it forced feminization. Uh huh. That's how all those stories go. Winky face emoji. Golly. What a cool crane I'm building. Like, really, what a cool crane I'm building. A little bit, have you been talking to, Fern? Fern had a custom spell she wanted me to look at for D&D. And I thought that one was okay, the origami one. Okay. You and me both, Dara. Where's the yellow? Uh-oh. Did I miss the yellow plate? I hate this feeling. Oh. Backpack. Anyway, she had 2 spells, and I said yes to the origami one. And I'm going to be pretty strict about what it can be used for. But she wanted to do a speed reading cantrip. Not cantrip, first level spell. And I just went, no. There are going to be times when you need to gather info under a crunch. Absolutely not. Oh, this is the ending. I like this song. I would rather work with someone and come up with spells for their character. Nope. This is bag 5, Dara. There are still 5 to go. This is the ending song to Final Fantasy VI, the big escape song at the end. Also, did you not finish Final Fantasy X? This is going to be a spoiler danger magic set for you. I'm going to hold on to this piece. This piece is going to be used to connect 2 sets together. Can't wait to do that. Alright, that's it for that box. Or bag. Bag 6. The command tower. So you at least learned the thing from Unalesca. That you turn one of your companions into a, into your final summon. Or should I say, you should have. At least from what I remember. That's when you learn that. And the rejection of that is when you fight. Head. As far as I recall, that's when that information comes out. By the way, I love the use of these old, like, Admiral pipings from the pirate set again. Pirate sets. Yeah. I might... So I'm definitely going to be playing some of the Final Fantasy games again here. I don't know which ones. But at the very least, a strong contender for one is going to be the ones from the Commander decks. Other than 14. I don't think I'm ever going back to 14. Although I did pay for Endwalker, I should probably try to get through it. I love the little cane that doesn't work as a cane. Way too short. Okay. Bing-a-ding. And we need a little circle. And then for I was doing fine with all of it until I got to one of the big story moments and someone was a big old jerk in the party. And it killed all of my love for the game. And I wish it hadn't. I'm trying to work on strength on my right arm. So you'll see me doing things that maybe I shouldn't and didn't last time. But I have a Final Fantasy collection coming for the Switch. So I don't know if that's how I'll end up replaying them. 6, I guess. Mostly in Final Fantasy 14. Sorry, you may not have been talking about that. I loved the combat in 10. Although, funny story, I did have one of my friends grief me when we were playing Final Fantasy VI together. When I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, there was a big story moment that culminated in a 8-person thing. And one of the healers who had been like, well, let's get going, even though there was a new person in the group, blamed me for my deaths instead of, like, hey, maybe we should have explained. During the... I don't think it's a spoiler to refer to it this way. During the Hades fight. And since that was one of the biggest moments in the game, and I didn't get the benefit of being a new player, I did not enjoy it. They were also RPing as if they were drunk, which was also one of my least favorite moments I've ever experienced in a game. 7. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that spaceship there. Oh my goodness. I love it. That spaceship there is legitimately just this one. Ah! 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 I adore it. That makes me so happy. By the way, my favorite set of this series, if you want to pick up one of these sets, this was my favorite build of the series. I'm considering getting another couple. Because it's literally $20 and it had the best build and surprise for me. Adored it. Interstellar Recon Craft, I think it was called. This space set series has been my favorite thing to come out of LEGO for a while. I really hope that when these sets retire at the end of this year, they don't just stop making space. That song's so long. I love it. Because they're retiring the entirety of the space theme. Man, I love these monitors, by the way, that actually kind of look like widescreen monitors. Oh, what a set. What a series. Just 10 out of 10 design all around. Adored by me. So we have a radar screen over here. Targeting screen looks like. Maybe that's the mining screen. And then the other side is this little radar dish. This is probably my second favorite build. But my favorite was the cheapest of the cool ones from it. So that really speaks to something about how they didn't just top load it into, well, this is the one that everyone wants, so we're just going to make it the good one, right? Because you could do that. I'm not even sure you'd be wrong for doing it, frankly. Yep. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing what the big spaceship is like when that arrives. I ordered a new set of biking gloves because also as part of my accident, I scuffed my gloves up real bad, and they're probably not gonna protect me anymore. And so when you get into an accident, what do? You replace gear, especially when biking, that was affected by the accident. My helmet, untouched. I did not land on my head in any way. So you can pick up that, but there are a lot of these pieces that are specialized for certain things. And that's the real problem. I'm not a huge fan of the specialized pieces, if I'm being completely honest. I am a big fan of using the pieces that are available. But they retire sets not to get them out of, like, to make them scarce or whatever. They retire sets because stores will only carry things for so long. Before they demand you release something new and take the old off the shelf. This is actually the reason that Ninja Turtles included the turtles every time in new UPCs, because could you imagine having known basic Ninja Turtles in your sales? Well, that's what stores wanted. Seems foolish to me, but I guess I'm not in charge of retail. If I was, it'd be a lot of decisions that didn't get made. I am a big fan of people who make alt building sets out of a set. One of the sets that Rachel got is there is a Millennium Falcon set that's like slightly stubby, smaller. It's pretty cool. I wasn't the biggest fan, but it's okayly cool. But someone made a Metal Gear Rex using only the pieces out of that set, which I think is kind of rad. This was a quick build here. Yep. I also did see that. Yeah, there's some really, really, really cool stuff. And I don't know. I think one of the cool parts about Lego that sometimes gets forgotten is it's a tool. And, like, I love building these specific sets and holding on to them. But also, like, man, I love seeing creativity from people around Lego. So we got, like, cameras? Is that what this is? 4 cameras? Wait, what is this? Did I miss something with a white? I mean, I must have. Oh, I missed one of these. Got it. So, like, I think these are, Oh, I loved Bionicle. I understand why it's not still a theme, but man, I think it should still be a theme. My nephews got into my Bionicle and just had a field day with how cool they thought it was. I might be missing a blue piece. I think I have extra in the bag, and I know where the bag is at, so I'll just grab it from there. My other bag from the previous time. I didn't bring it into here. Fair enough. I have a hard time getting rid of things. Knocked off the screen. That's so cool. Alright, last bag for this. We still have the ship and its launch pad to make. Gosh darn it. So, next up, we're putting the side pods on for Windows. Windows here. Someday, if I can figure out a way to do it, I would kind of like to bring the D&D Lego with me to somewhere where my nephews are and run the D&D Lego adventure. I think they'd have a fun time with it. Come on. Just stay close for Tony. Stay close for old Loomy. Okay. Square. Yeah, I definitely need to replay this game. Half circles on top. If you have any opinions, what is your favorite town song from a Final Fantasy? South Figaro here is up on top, like near the top for me. Very nice, very chill. Cool. This song always reminded me of the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers game. Which was one of the first games I owned as a kid for my Nintendo that I bought from a friend. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. They used the staff piece a second time to kind of be a arm for the antenna, so that it gets this like beam appearance. Not beam, support I guess. I think you could write a good RPG story about these space sets. And then it just slips in. So it's easy to take off, but there's a full lid on the base. This is my favorite airship music. When you get the World of Ruin airship. The Falcon? I think. Alright, you are go for pickup. Zzz. But like it can pop out and get to different areas. Man, this thing rules. I think that is now the end of this. Man, this is so dope. Yep, that's the whole thing. Okay, so that can be set to the side. And the book can be set to the side, because that's only bag 7, baby. Bags 8 and 9. The modular ship. And the pilot. Oh, I love that her helmet has a little white at the bottom. Also, for the spaceships, every pilot I've seen has been not man. Which is a very Starship Troopers-y choice. But I think blue is denoting pilot. And there she is. I can already tell this isn't going to be one of my favorite spaceships. This piece is telling me that. It's not going to be the worst, but I'm not excited about that piece. The set that I love was basically all brick-built pieces. You can see it from underneath. The only big piece was this one, and it just forms the bottom, basically. I don't know. I just have grown to enjoy when I get to do a cool build. Need another of these underneath the blue. I'm going to stick this under there. Sticking out 4 pieces, which then goes under there. Tonight was the start of a new Sentai in our Watch All the Sentai in my Discord series. We started Mega Ranger tonight. The one that was turned into Power Rangers in Space. And so far, I'm intrigued. It is interesting to me how we got to space as the theme, when the theme for this show was definitely just digital things. But they definitely started it off with a Last Starfighter moment. Well, evil aliens are here, and you are the best at this video game, so you're soldiers now. Okay, I like that as a piece addition. That's kind of cool. I'll give them that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Kafka, what are you doing now? Whee, 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 whee. I'll poison the everything. That darn Kafka. What are we gonna do with this guy? Okay, where's the smooth plate? Bum, bum, bum. There it is. Like my brain, completely smooth. Oh yeah. Hey Fern. Wait. I'll blow up the ocean! I'm looking forward to trying out the new translations from the Pixel remaster. But man, Son of a Submariner's gonna stick with me forever. Literal forever, y'all. Thank you everyone for being patient with me as I'm working on healing up from this accident I was in. It's really come together in the last couple days. Yeah. Unfortunately, my bad experience with 14 is never gonna go away. Would have loved to do Kefka with people. Full honesty, if we get a Chrono Trigger thing ever in Magic, I might die. Chrono, by the way, is white-red, and Lightning Helix is things. Pay me, Wizards of the Coast. Probably not. It'd probably just be... So, honestly, if they did Chrono Trigger, I don't think it's big enough for a full set. I would bet that we would get, like, random Square Enix properties as a one-off, basically. So, for example, we would get Chrono in white-red with maybe Lightning Helix. I just don't think it's popular enough, frankly. I know I love it, and I know other people love it, but it is not Final Fantasy. My other problem with turning Chrono Cross into anything is that Chrono Cross... I like Chrono Cross. Please do not take what I'm about to say as me being like Chrono Cross is the worst game ever, because I don't believe that. Chrono Cross is a ding-dang mess. Just this big old mess of a game. And I blame it on their accent technology. I'm not even sure it's a good game. I think there are good parts of it. And again, I love the game. Almost certainly more than I should. Oh, the soundtrack? 12 out of 10. anyone who bangs on the soundtrack is just wrong. If I wasn't in so much of a Final Fantasy 6 and 8 mood tonight, we would be listening to probably Chrono Cross already. But I set up a poll at the beginning of the stream and no one voted, so I got to make the decision. I mean, I love a good soundtrack, but my trick is I can buy the soundtrack if I think it's really good, and then I don't have to play the game again. And let me be clear, I think the Chrono Cross soundtrack... You voted for 6? I had no votes on my screen. Well, I'm glad I played 6 instead of 8 then. I did also almost put up a prediction. I didn't see that. I didn't see you say anything about it. Oh. Yeah, so it was set for a 5-minute timer and it timed out probably on you. May winter take the place of spring. For me, there can be only you, my chosen one. Prince Rawls, that guy sucks. So I just really enjoy that there are the, like, fake, awful lyrics that you could choose to... I'm delighted by them. Can I be... Oh, wait. Full transparency. The weirdest decision in the Final Fantasy set so far, for me, is that the opera is referenced in a mill spell? On a land? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be putting that into, I'll be putting that directly into Tasha. Because I can't have it all be references to y'all D&D stuff. Some of it's just got to be good cards for the deck. I've decided that I need to put Rug of Smothering in the deck. Is it a good card in that deck? Absolutely not. Awful. Need to have Rug of Smothering in it. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that's interesting. Not really what I expected there. Screen on the arm. Is this a standing cockpit? No, she can sit. Perfect. Wait, where are these two go? Where do these two go? I have 2 gray pieces. Help! Oh. Shoot. Dun dun. Sometimes I just assume things about steps. It's not a very good Lego mindset to have. Man, Vivenna, your hair is all over this playmat. Did you climb on my desk today? Mrs. Silly Gato. Why does this teeny ship need a double battery, though? Hey, why does your ship drain so much battery? Two bags left, y'all. I'm incredibly hyped. We're so close. I'm so close. I don't know why I do that. Why it's Wii. Too easy to do that as a streamer. I'm building this. I knew I should have set the song for 10 minutes instead of 5 when I did the voting. No. 1x6 piece. Speaking of video game music, if we're going to talk about that sort of thing. Hey, what was the first video game song that really hit you as something special and different? Because I'm curious. I could talk about mine all day long, but I'm kind of curious what other people have. I think the first one that really, really hit me was in Super Mario World. I got to the special world and had to walk away for a while and left the system running and got to hear the original Mario theme on the I mean, they're not really, but on the steel drum-ish sound. And I went, oh man, that really hits in a way that I didn't think it would. I can tell you what the biggest one was though, and it's probably just the opera here. That's probably the first really, really big moment. This is just a piece. And then we put a bluey. I said we put a bluey. Flip it over. Slap this wingo on top. That's pretty rad looking. We need to make it radder. Golden Sun, heck yeah. Oh, there's a series. There's a series that could sure use more. And we'll never get it. Rip to a real one with Golden Sun. I appreciate that you and others enjoy the Seiken Densetsu series, but it was... Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Big sneezo. It was not for me. But I'm glad it was for you. And I really, really mean that. You and me both, Dara. Even just one more game. Just that one more that we were kind of promised. I missed putting some handles underneath. Oh man, I missed a bit here, huh? Okay. Second verse, reverse, reverse. Oh, Octopath. Gosh. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to love Octopath, and it just... Maybe I need to go back to it in my own time instead of trying to do it while streaming. It was not hitting for me as a streamed game. At all. 0% was working for me. And, like, I don't blame the game for that. I blame my state of mind at the time. Why? How does this stick in my head so much, despite it just being oh? I don't know. I don't know. But, like, if I wasn't making a effort to not sing to it, I would have had Oh Maria, Oh Maria. Basically the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. I just know I had the same trouble with Final Fantasy 15. And I've had people tell me I'd like it if I gave it another go, and I just don't want to. Yep, sure are. Lots of soundtracks that are lots of good. Man. I kind of don't want to wait for another day at this point. When I finish this, I might go grab the small set that I have off to the side. There was one that went... that they did discontinue. And I picked it up for its MSRP off of eBay in the Space Series. And I might just grab it after this build is done and just also tack it on tonight. It's pretty small. It won't take long. I'm a huge nerd. When they announced that there were a number of Final Fantasy party members in this game, I immediately went, oh, it's 14. Obviously, because, whoops. When you have the full party, it's 3 full groups of 4 and 2 left on the airship at the end. Of course. I was a little sad to hear that no one on the design team had 6 as their favorite for Magic. At least no one that talked at the reveal. Interesting. Like, I knew the idea was purple crystal gave you power, but I had never seen the purple before, and I didn't know that they were saying that these berries gave that. Fascinating. Two cylinders, the 2 samples, the thing, the front end. Yep. Okay. So that's the sample, and then needs its windows. I am Setsuna. I bounced off that game about as hard as you can bounce off a game. I bounced off the gameplay. I don't know. Again, if I don't enjoy the gameplay, I'm not going to enjoy the game. And I might as well just not. Story's my most important, but gosh, do I need to be able to enjoy the game. Yeah, hearing that from someone who liked it doesn't exactly make me want to go back. Yeah. Extra one of those. Dare, are you talking about I Am Setsuna? Because we had moved on. Yep, wanted to make sure. Crapola. Cool. Alright. Spaceship. Just double checking here, one thing. Cool. Ship. And the ability to move around these modular pieces. The modular system, one of my favorite bits of this. Alright, we're heading into the end stretch. Last book, it's the ramp now. Which means I need the ramp. Alright, one last bag opening. Kind of hoping for some extra of these blue pieces. Since I was short one on a previous bag. Yeah, the system in Octopath was never my issue with it, for sure. Oh, chat. My love for Kamen Rider grows every week that Gav is airing. Or Gabu, as some people are calling it. I guess that is how they pronounce it. It feels weird. It is my favorite since Gaim. That's no joke. I think it has now been more consistently good than O's. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they tie it all up, because if they do it right, this could be the banger series of this era. Okay. I'm liking this. I mean, it's probably always better to think of things as being off than as being accurate. And also, Dara, sometimes it doesn't matter if it's just one character. Boom, 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 boom. Those are clear for sure. Sometimes the things that ick us about a game are not necessarily sometimes our gaming icks and our regular icks aren't what's the word I'm searching for? Logical. I don't know why logical wasn't coming to mind. That's a wild one to have just not stick in your brain, you know? Hi, Ringbolt. I'm doing okay. Nursing a slightly injured arm, but otherwise getting there. Yeah. Well, not much to do about it other than to slowly heal. And honestly, this is part of my healing process right now, is trying to use my right arm as much as I can. I haven't seen this yet. I still don't see Quistis. All right, next page. Bigo. Oh, okay. Push that together. There's the other one. Can't believe this set's almost over. I'm trying to decide how this is gonna end up. So there's two ways I can do this. I could stop streaming, go offline, and then come back on for the new one, or I could just split it in post. I feel like I'm slightly more tempted to just split it in post rather than take the time of going offline. Put these away. Shoot. There it is. All right. So now these have all of their spots. This is all set. And where did I set the spaceship? Well, I can pull this out. We got the friends in their little truck. We got the little rock face. We got the little robot. People in their suits. There it is. And the spaceship on its launcher. Whoop! So, I'm not going to go to a break screen. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to empty this off, and I'm going to go get the very, very small. I want to be very clear about this. There isn't a whole second 2 hours coming up. We are looking at about maybe 20 minutes, I would wager. I'm going to pick up the bags that did not make it into the bag, and I will be right back. I'll go to break screen. See you in a bit. Okay, like I said, this won't take long. Much, much, much smaller set. This is the Space Construction Mech. It's just a little guy. Look at this teeny little book. That I'm gonna have trouble keeping open. Yep, real Lego. So I was a little concerned. I'm still a little concerned that this was stolen from somewhere, but honestly not my problem. I picked it up from someone on eBay that has a questionable lot, like, history. I'm just gonna put my phone on it. This should not take super long. Oh, get down. Man, is this my friend Michael that I'm building right now? So this, like all of my Lego stuff, will be going up on my YouTube, which I do need to set up a link to still. So don't think I'm just not giving you the link. I need to set it up in my chat. I've been very bad at YouTube. And I'm probably going to continue being very bad at YouTube for a very long time. Sorry. I got a response that someone had replied to me about my blueprint stream getting muted, and apparently someone is copyright trolling that company. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. I messed up! Remember how I said I'm really bad at sometimes just assuming that I know what a thing is gonna do? I did it again. Sorry. I've done it again! If you don't get that, you should watch Taskmaster. Johnny Vegas is a treasure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there I go. Stop it, Lumi. Well, if you ever decide to join us on Thursday nights, you are more than welcome to, Fern. We watch the latest episodes. And I know you have a link to my Discord. We don't talk over it, which is one of my pet peeves with little watch things. One thing I've been thinking about with regards to Taskmaster is how it actually bucks the British comedy trend by not being deeply mean-spirited to the people involved. Like, don't get me wrong. They make fun of people. But it's never about the person. It's about the job they did doing a thing. Is this Thamasa? Strago's theme. Okay. Close enough. I'm doing this in all the wrong order. I don't care. As long as it comes out correct in the end, no one's going to remember that I put that together in a weird order. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. Someone will watch the stream and go, wait, that's a weird order. And I still won't care. Pa-da-da-da-da. Ugh. That's tight right now. Okay. I maybe shouldn't have done this. Well, you know what this means? When I'm done, I just get to go massage my arm for like a half an hour. And I've got the massager for it, so don't worry about that. That's right next to me here. All set. really curious what this Keystis news is that was gotten. Because once again, I still don't see it. I only see self-destruct and Galif's final act. Unless she was ruled out alphabetically. So we put this under and then put a like wheel protuberance out from it. And then another one of these under. Okay. Completely new thought. Oh, cyan/cayenne. Which reminds me, when I saw someone say, yeah, it should be a hard C, I was like, oh yeah, I did see a fan translation that named him Cayenne, like the pepper, instead. At the time, I thought it was weird, but that makes a lot of sense now. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Put the long lightsaber hilt on either end of this. You got yourself a little mech cage. Mecha cage. Oh no! That one's gonna... Speaking of things that live rent-free in my head, Iron Mouse freaking out over the she adds to the end of each of her sentences is going to just sit in my brain for a very long time. Well, that didn't go on as well as I would have liked. It's a good thing, it's just a Lego set. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We have a leg. Oh, that one went on much better. Hell yeah. Starting to hurt on the other side now. All right, let's finish up. This robot arm. Mecha. That's really nice. Kind of reminds me of what it would look like if you brick built a Bionicle. So here's the thing. Despite it all, I just want to finish. Yeah, it's on there now. Oh well. Again, not the best look, but it's not easily perceptible. So I'll take it. Alright. That's one destructive hammer. So is this a driller arm? No. We have an extra of these dots. Cool. Oh yeah, that clicks on. All right. Guy's got his little mecha suit. I'm a big fan. Very neat. It's definitely not my favorite set from the space theme. I think it's my second least favorite. But I enjoyed it more than one of the others, so that's not nothing. Well. Oh, arms. So, out of the ones here, I have the big set. I do not have this rover. I have the other rover. I have the spaceship. I don't yet have the station. It's interesting they don't have the big rover on here. I also have the small station that connects to the big one. Maybe I'll quick grab that, since I did promise I would connect them. I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. So, the two can come together right there. And this one opens up for like habitation area. Whoops. Ha. Ha. But that's it for now. I gotta put this back together. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can drop y'all off anywhere. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, I would love if you would toss a follow my way. If you're already following, I mean, thanks. Sometimes I don't know why you do. And that's not like self-deprecating. That's I haven't streamed in a long time, and I don't know how much I'm going to moving forward here. But I really appreciate all of you coming and hanging out. A lot. Alright. Raid time. Following? Anyone I'm following? No, I don't see anyone I want to toss to. Alright. That's going to be it for tonight. Be kind to those around you is my first thing I wanted to say. Just be nice to someone who isn't yourself. And, for that matter, additionally, be nice to you. You're the only one of you there'll ever be. I'll be back on maybe Friday for some maybe Destiny stuff, and then I will be back on I'll be back on Saturday for the Destiny Saturday raid. That's it from me tonight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. And thanks to everyone who subscribes and has followed. I appreciate every single one of you. Probably more than you can guess for spending time here. And I will see you later. Bye, everybody. Boop, 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 boop.